Good afternoon, students. In previous lecture, we were gone through what is production, production type. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study the types of organization. That in that we were on the topic that functional organization. Functional organization is bifurcate like board of director. Under the board of director, chief executive is there. Under chief executive, work manager is there. Under the work manager, production manager is there. And under the production manager, rule clerk, instruction clerk, time clerk, disciplinary clerk comes under the office specialist, and gang boss, repair boss, speed boss, and inspector boss comes under the shop specialist, and both are from the workers. Now, with the continue that point of functional organization, functional organization is organizational concept originated with the Frederick V. Taylor and the permit specialization in a given area to enforce his directive within the clearly defined scopes of his authority. In this organization, all business activity of the enterprise are divided into number of fractions, and each function is ensured to a specialist. Each specialist is known as a functional specialist, and authority delegates to him is known as functional authority. One of the main feature of the organization is that a functional manager can exercise functional authority over his own subordinate, but also over all subordinate in all other functional department. The principle of unity of command is not applied in his type of organizational structure. With continue to that point, 8 group of evolved by the FW Taylors, the route clerk, the instruction clerk, card clerk, the time and cost clerk, the shop disciplinary, and the gang boss, speed boss, the repair and maintenance boss, and the inspector. Again, matrix organization is comes under the general manager, that is functional divisional manager, functional divisional manager, functional division. Under the functional division manager, there are project manager, manufacturing manager, again project manager, then comes to the R&D manager, and the flow is going on as shown in the figure. Now, we continue to it. A matrix organizational structure is a company structure in which reporting relationships are set up as a grid or matrix rather than in the traditional hierarchy. A matrix organization is a structure in which there is a more than one line of reporting, two chains of the commands manager, where project team member have two bosses or managers. It is recommended to have organizational structure in place accurately define the activities in a project. The matrix organizational structure is a combination of two or more type of organizational structure. The matrix organization is a structure uniting these other organizational structures to give them balance. Now, what is productivity? Now we are going to study what is productivity. Productivity is nothing but like efficiency. That means the total product output upon or you may say that it is the ratio of output upon input. Whatever output is come from the production, and what input you are going to give for that production only. The exact definition we will see. The ratio between the volume of the output and corresponding volume of the labor input by production indicates and corresponding volume of the labor input as measured employment indices, a measure of the efficiency of a person, factory, system, money, etc. and converted into the useful output. This how we can calculate the productivity, that we will see that there are number of way we can calculate the productivity by means of we can bifurcate it as a labor productivity, material productivity, capital productivity and total productivity. So labor productivity is nothing but the total, it is the ratio of total product output upon labor output. Into 100 is there because it is like a, it is similar to the efficiency. It is calculated in terms of percentage only. Material productivity is equal to total product output upon material output. Now input, sorry, capital productivity is nothing but output upon capital input, and total productivity is equal to net output upon labor plus capital into input. So we can say that net output is nothing but total output minus material and service push and upon labor plus capital into input. Now, what are the factors affecting on the productivity? There are the two factors, main two factors, which are affects on the productivity. That is external factor and internal factor. External factor is what? The taxation, the government and laws, and the restriction concerned with the business, extent of the national competition, national resources and their mobility, availability of the capital, technical issues and other. These are the external factors. Now internal factors, plant location, plant layout, product design, technology and machinery equipments, availability of its similar things, quality control, material handling, management technique, work study and method study. These are the internal factors of the productivity. Now, how we can measure the productivity, that we will see measurement of the productivity. Craig and Harris model, there are different models. Craig and Harris model, Kendrick Kramer model, Sumanth's total productivity model, Taylor Davies model, APC model. And we continue to it point. With this point, we can say that Craig and Harris model is what it is invented in 1972 to 1973. Define total productivity measures PT is equal to QT upon L plus C plus R plus Q. Now, what is PT? PT is nothing but the total productivity, and QT is the total output. L is a labor input factor and C is the capital input factor. R is belonging to raw material input factors, and Q is nothing but other miscellaneous goods and service input factor. The output is defined as the summation of all unit produced times their selling price and plus divisions or dividends from the securities and interest from the bonds and the selling price. Now, what is APC model that we will see? Now we will see the long form of APC. APC is nothing but American Productivity Center model. In American Productivity Center model, it has a measure that express profitability and as a product of the productivity and price factor. The way is it done. Way it is in done. The profitability is equal to sales upon cost. And output, you may say it as output quantity into price upon input quantity into units. How many units we are going to sell? Or you may say it as, by putting these values of sales and cost, we will get that output upon input, output quality upon input quality. So it is nothing but a definition of productivity. So we called it as a productivity into price recovery factor. The output quality upon input quality, or you may say it as output quality upon input quality into price per unit cost, where productivity is nothing but output quality and input quality that we know, right? Now the Kendrick Kramer model. Kendrick and Kramer introduced productivity indices at the company level in their book Measuring Company Productivity. They propose two types of indices, total productivity and partial productivity. The partial productivity of the labor capital or material productivity index can be calculated as partial productivity index for the period is equal to output in the base of period price upon any one input in the base period price, right? Now, total productivity index for the given period is equal to measured period output in the base of period price upon measured period input in the base of period price. Total factor productivity index is equal to net output upon total factor input. Net output is equal to gross output minus intermediate goods and services. Total factor input is equal to man hour input and total capital. So, the next productivity model is Sumanth's total productivity model, which is invented in 1979. So, the total productivity TPM is equal to total tangible output upon total tangible input, where total tangible output is nothing but value of finished unit produced plus value of partial unit produced plus dividends from the securities plus interest from the bonds plus other income, and total tangible input is equal to value of the value of human plus material plus capital plus energy other expenses in input used. Sumans provides a structure for finding the productivity at the product level and summing product level productivity to total firm level productivity. The model also has the structure for finding the partial productivity at the product level and aggregating them to product level productivity. With continue to that point, Taylor Davis model is what? The total factor productivity TFP of the firm is measured as follow. TFP is equal to S plus C plus MP minus E upon W plus B plus KW KF into FB plus DF. Now we will see the long form of it latter. TFP is nothing but the total value minus added in output upon total input in capital and labor. So where S is what? The net adjusted sale in dollar for period or price deflector upon 100. Now what is C? C is the inventory changes, sum of inventory changes for raw material, finished good, half work in progress for raw material and half work in progress for the finished good. MP is nothing but the manufacturing plant. This includes items are available outside for the firm, but they are produced internally, such a maintenance, machinery, equipment, and the research and development. And E is exclusion material services and that are purchased outside of the firm. And W is nothing but the wages and the salaries of the laborers or labor cost. You may say it as a labor cost. B is beneficiaries. B is beneficiaries or benefits, includes the vacations benefit. You may say it as benefits includes the vacation benefits, insurance, sickness, social security, bonus, leave, retirement, profit sharing. All this comes under the benefits. And KW is working capital is called as a KW. That is nothing but cash plus notes plus and account receivable and plus inventories plus prepared expenses. KF is nothing but the fixed capitals is equal to land, building, machinery, equipment, deferred charges, and FB is an investor contribution as a percent. DF is a price deflector. Now productivity model is measured method which is used to practice for measuring the productivity. A productivity model must be able to compute compute output upon input where or when there are many different output and different inputs are there. Input system output that we know that comes or that transform the raw material into finished good. Again, what is a productivity index that we are going to study? A productivity index is a ratio of a productivity measured in a some time period to productivity measured in a base period. For example, if base period productivity is calculated to be 1.5 and following period productivity is calculated to 1.9, the resulting productivity index will be 1.90 upon 1.50 is nothing but 1.267. Now, there are some productivity improvement programs in the production system that are Jidoka, Hizuka, Kaizen, 5S, SMED, JIT, TPM, Pokayoka. All these are Japanese technique that we will study one by one.